Hi, my name is Danny McBride, and I feel very righteous about being Conan O'Brien's friend.
Nice. And a little plug for the series, Righteous Gemstones. I like it. That was very well done.
Thought out.
You thought it out. You're like I have to start. This is the most obvious place to start, but I have to start with How I Met You, which is one of my favorite things ever, which is back in 2006, you're a complete unknown, and you make this movie called The Foot Fist Way. And I think I get a call from Will Ferrell, who's just saying, like, this guy's really hilarious. You have to have him on the show. Because Adam McKay and Ferrell had seen the film, and they were giving it a big boost. And you got to have Danny on the show. So we booked you on the show, and your concept was to come out as Fred. What's his last name?
Fred Simmons.
Yeah, Fred Simmons. That's right.
I'm Fred Simmons. I'm the king of the demo.
You can just talk to me,
okay.
Yeah, whatever you want to do.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm Fred Simmons. I'm the king of the demo.
King of the demo.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll never forget this. We used to love to do shit like this on late night. We didn't tell the audience anything. And they don't know, you couldn't do this now because you're Danny McBride, but they didn't know who you were. The movie was just about to come out. You're a complete unknown. So I just announced you, and we talked about it, and you said, I want this announced as like, this is just the real deal. We have a guy here, and he's going to give a karate demonstration. And he works with these kids, and you brought these kids out.
Yep.
And I'm sure you can see this on YouTube. You come out, and what you have to remember when you watch this clip is everyone in the audience thinks I'm totally dead serious about it. And you come out, and you start trying to get the kids to break boards and do stuff. And when it's not going your way, you start yelling at them.
Come on, Julio, do something. Okay. All right, come on. Hold up, bro. You're messing up the whole bit, okay?
And getting really mad at them. And the kids look a little upset. And I'm looking at the crowd, and the crowd is horrified. And it's great. It's one of my favorite things, one of my favorite memories of a almost 30-year late night career is you out there going, come on, try to... Yeah, get over here. Where are you going? And you're shouting at them. It's not going well. And I think it ends with some of the kids getting upset and running away.
Yep.
And then you get mad and you run away. This show.
What the hell y'all doing? Come on, follow me.
And I'll never forget, I'm standing there in Studio 6A, which is where Letterman had his late night show and I had my late night show. And you had just run away, and everyone's run away. And I played the part of looking kind of like a confused, upset host. And I just went, okay, I guess we'll figure this out, and we'll be right back. Go to commercial, and Max and the band start to play. And these two guys who are about 19 or 20 years old are sitting right near the front row, and they go like, Conan, what the fuck? And I went, guys, I don't know. I didn't even tell them because I thought that's breaking the rule. I didn't say to them,
breaking the illusion.
So we did that, and then you do Foot Fist Way, and then you go on to all this crazy success, and well-deserved, by the way, but Eastbound Down, Vice Principals, Righteous Gemstones, movies. Everybody knows and loves Danny McBride, and I'm thinking there's something I really love about that moment in time when no one knew you, and you're being a total asshole.
I often wish I could go back and do it again. That was the first time I'd ever even done press. Like, I had never even had an interview before. I'd obviously never been on a late night show. And I remember I couldn't eat for like 2 days before we did it. I was so nervous about what we were doing, and it was so much fun. And you're right, you played along, and it felt like we were really offending people and upsetting people. I think after I was on, we looked online, and there were people were mad about it. They were like, they should take his school away. He shouldn't be allowed to be around children.
He shouldn't be allowed to be around kids. And the kids were good. The kids didn't let on at all.
Not at all.
And it was perfect because it was kind of this mini scandal. Like, this guy lost it on kids on Conan's show. it just made me so happy. And I remember thinking, like a lot of people, and then I saw Foot Fist Way and The Foot Fist Way, and it's a really funny movie. And again, you mine a similar area in all your different characters where you're not particularly good at something or legit, but you have this fervent belief in yourself.
Oh, yeah.
So you're not good you're trying to build up this school. You're trying to teach martial arts. There's one part in the movie that set everything apart for me, which is that you're trying to show in the movie who this character is. And at one point, I don't know if I think it's your wife comes home or your girlfriend. She comes home and you want to play a prank on her. And I'll never forget this. And I have not gone back and looked at this since. So I'm probably misrepresenting a little bit. But your idea of a prank is you jump out with a knife and you go, ah, like that. And she goes, ah, and then you just go, ah, just a prank, fuck you. And I'm like, who says? And I remember watching it, and this is back in 2006, so I'm sure I had like a DVD or that they gave me or something. You know, there was no, today they'd send me a link to watch the film, you know, but.
Not as special.
Yeah, but whatever. I got a brick of some kind and fed it into a machine that doesn't exist anymore. And when you jumped out and did this, it's not a prank, first of all, but then when your response when the prank is, you do it, and then you go, ah, fuck you. And I was just, it blew my mind. And I was like, I've got to know this Danny McBride. Who is this Danny McBride?
I think it's funny to play characters who have terrible senses of humor.
Yeah.